Okay, this video is a demonstration of using spreadlord, which is a pair's front-end entry system, so you don't have to manage entries and exits for your pair. It will manage them for you. Um, in this case, I'm going to be demonstrating with Sterling. Spreadlord works with any broker that is supported by TradeLink, but for this purpose, we'll just show you with Sterling. Sterling I already started in the background. The next thing I need to do is tell Spreadlord what broker I'm going to be using, so I'm just going to go to Programs and TradeLink Connectors and then tell it that I'm using Sterling. And we get a little connector running in the background here, so that's good. And then we'll start Spreadlord itself. So we're going to go to TradeLink Supports and choose Spreadlord. Okay, so we get two windows here. One being the spreadlord main window. This allows us to start new pairs in spreadlord to change where our data feed is coming from and where we're executing to. In this case, I'm going to use the same provider for both and just get my data feed from Sterling and execute also through Sterling. I can change which account I'm executing to, and I can also give myself a timeout, an alert if my data feed drops or the market changes drastically. The other window that we have is the pair status window. This tells us when we enter and exit out of a pair. So that's useful when you're trading many different spreadlord windows. You can sort of see that as a summary of what you're doing. So let's go ahead and open a pair. So I'm going to click New Pair. I get my spreadlord window here. I'm also going to open Sterling here in the background so you can see that we're doing something. Let's take a look at positions in Sterling. So for our demonstration pair, we're just going to use AMR and LUV, two airline stocks, which probably move in sequence. So I enter these two symbols. You can see I can have different symbols for executing and quoting, which is useful on some platforms, especially when you split feeds. I can enter the number of contracts to make them dollar neutral or however I'm trying to manage my risk. I can enter the number of minimum ticks required, which is more useful if you're doing forex or futures, the exchanges that they trade on, and then the security type. And once I enter the symbols, you can see spreadlord starts calculating the value of the pair. So in this case, it's the A symbol minus the B symbol because we have 1 selected as our pair. So we have a negative 6.27 on the last, and the bid of the pair is that, and the ask is negative 626. So if I want to, for example, enter on by hitting the offer at negative 626, and then let's say I want to take a profit at negative 6, this is on a buy, and then exit with a loss at negative 7. So I'm going to choose that this is a buy pair, and we're going to enter it with limit orders. And then so to do this, I just turn the pair on. And what happens is, let's look at the detailed messages here. So you can say we sent our buy entry, and then a few seconds later we got filled on our on that leg of the pair, and then immediately we went to enter on the other side, and that's when we got the notification here that both sides of the pair were in 100 by 100 at 626, which is the price that we wanted to enter, and we also receive the same status here in the pairs window. So spreadlord will continue to manage this stuff until we hit our exit price, whether for a profit or a loss, and I can trade other pairs or do whatever I need to do. I can also control when it starts sending orders by changing the pair delta to have it send orders in advance. Like anytime I get within 25 cents, have an order out there. So that's the main features of spreadlord.